All right, people, how are you doing today? I have some tips today on DaVinci Resolve. By the way, I've been using DaVinci Resolve for the past 2 or 3 months. I switched from Premiere Pro. I'm an advanced Premiere Pro user. Loved Premiere Pro for a long time. And there's two reasons why I'm switching to DaVinci Resolve. One is because I can just buy the studio version outright, which is what I got. And two, I can just get better editing and better advanced color grading, and so that was the reason. Excuse me. Now, um, the thing is with DaVinci Resolve, I find it I like it better. Mostly because I'm not paying monthly for it, but the other thing is because I like its interface and everything like that. There's a few quirks in it. I'll get into that later in a video on that. Some of the things that I think that DaVinci Resolve should change, and so anyway, but I'm going to get into. I'm kind of advanced used on this. I wasn't intimidated to come in and learn DaVinci Resolve because I was already familiar with Premiere Pro for years. I'm an advanced cinematography editor, and so everything fell into place. And I found a lot of things that some people don't have videos on and probably don't know. They might be a few quirks that people might run into and just think that there's nothing you can do about it. And also, the first tip I'm gonna give you here is that see this video how soft it is around the eyes and stuff. Now I shoot with the Fuji X-T30, and I shoot log on this one, and you can notice it is normally right out of the basket log footage on the Sony FX30 and FX3. It's soft. It doesn't apply any sharpness in the camera. It's not that something's wrong with the camera. It's just that it applies nothing. It just gives you raw data. So to fix that, you're not gonna want your image to be soft like that. You want it to be sharp. Now, a lot of things what people do when they go in the color page is they'll have their node set up and they'll put something like ultra sharpen. They'll put that in there and they'll apply that and they'll look at their video and they'll say, yeah, that looks a lot sharper. See, I'll take it away and then put the ultra sharpen back in, take it away, put it back in. It's a little better and it does a good job, but ultra sharpen is not what you want to use. Okay, it's first of all, ultra sharpen was created for when a photographer records a scene and this focus was off a little bit, wasn't 100%. It's an AI tool that will allow you to get back that focus somewhat, not 100%, but somewhat. But the best way to uh, add sharpen to your video is this, and I'm going to show you the steps because you have to do these exact steps or you'll screw things up. And this is flawless. Now over here you got a bunch of icons over here, and you got this one over here. And see this one that says blur? Okay, well we don't want to blur it, so we want to go down to here where this triangle is, and that's a sharpen. Now, the best radius, I say, is like 46, and between 48 and 46. So you go down here, and you slide down to here about 46. And then you got much sharper, right? Take that away, bring it back, take it away. See how around the eyes here? Bring it back. We got the sharpening applied. But that's not all you have to do. Now you want to bring the coring softness to about 1.8. And that is going to give you, let me figure, it's kind of hard to get, there it is, 1.8. You set your sharpness, put your coring at 1.8, and then in your node, you want to change your color space to YUV. Now don't worry, it's not going to hurt any of your other nodes or the color or anything like that. And then you come back in here and you have color channels. You want to get rid of channel 3 and then get rid of channel 2. What this will do is it'll prevent the sharpening tool from messing up colors or causing degrading colors and screwing up. And so that's what you want. So now you got the perfect sharpening right here, and it's not going to make your video, your coloring fall apart. That is the best way to apply sharpening. It works. It works like a charm, and it won't lag like a SIG. See how nice and flow it plays? If I applied ultra sharpen on here, it would be going like that, very slow. And the reason, excuse me, get allergies. And the reason for that is because it's an AI tool, and it also will block down your rendering. When you go to deliver your video, it's going to slow it down a lot. Now, let's say you got a 6-minute or 7-minute video. That's going to take you almost 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even longer on some machines. I got a real beefy machine. I got an i9 with an RTX 5080, and I edited an 8-minute video with ultra sharpen on it, and it took about 45 minutes for that video to render just because of the ultra sharpening alone. Okay, but this causes none whatsoever. All right, the second tip of the day. Here we are right here. See how I got a scene that I'm here, and as I go in the scene, you can see that light. I accidentally didn't have my, I didn't scoot over to the left a little bit more to get these lights out of there. The lights are showing on the window anyway, but I had a fix for that. But this is showing right over here, and I didn't want that. So let's say that you want to go into your transform right here. And so let's say that you zoom in a little bit on your transform, right? And you start your zoom, and you go here and you say, well, that'll fix that. And when this comes into place, I'll pan it over a little bit, right? So let's say I just zoomed in just a little bit, but I don't want to lose much. But I still got this in here. So let's say I start a keyframe, right? And I go here, and as I go to the part right here where it's starting to show, and I want to position this out of the way, okay? And then great, I got my video set, and then I want to position it more, right? So what I do is I go here like this, and there we go, the light's gone. And I don't notice, like over here to the right, you see how this black bar is over here? It's because I moved my video out of the screen, and then you got this black bar, and you can see the video move over as I do that. But I didn't notice that. And sometimes users won't notice that. People edit their video, and then they'll go render, and they'll take a 20-minute render video, and they won't notice until they play it back and they see that black, because sometimes black is hard to notice. But I got a solution for that. Now, there are some times where I'm going to reset this here. There's some times where I just reset just a little bit. Let's say here I zoomed in more, right? And then I move over here, and I still got this in there. So, but I zoomed, so I got plenty of room to move this to. But let's say that I moved it just a little bit, and that was great. That worked out. But lo and behold, I'll have that black bar to the right. See, right over there, because it's not 100%. There's still blackness over there. As you can see, it'll go away when I move it over. And it's still there. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Let me go back to that. So let's say I'm here, and I said, okay, I zoomed in a bit, and I got this out of there, and I said, I'm going to set a keyframe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a keyframe right here. So when the light shows up, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, and then I'm going to move over just a little bit, right? And so I move over, um, and I move over plenty enough to get that out of there, but just so slightly, as you can see it, that black bar moving in there was just a little one. I didn't notice it, right? So there's a little black bar right there that I didn't notice. Now, you'll go and watch a video after you rented it, and you'll say, oh, shit, I got a little black bar that's sitting right over there. Well, I have a solution for that, for this never to happen to you. And solid color. You take a solid color. Now, you don't leave it there when you render it. You just leave that there during editing. You take a solid color, right, and you line it right across your entire scene, and you have a solid color, and you click on it and see how it's black, but you want to change that. So you want to change that to like something that would be really noticeable. And so here we go. We're going to move this. There's the red. See how that red showed right up? I mean, it almost flashed at us right there. See how that red came out? See that screen moved and it shows red there. So boom. See, so underneath this canvas over here is the red. And see it right there? So if you move your video even slightly off a little bit, it's going to show that red and you're going to notice it. So as you're moving, you notice that red showing right up, and you don't have to worry about it. So let's say I want to fix this scene, okay? So I'm going to start over here probably, and I'm going to click on my keyframing, and just as that's going to show in, I'm going to zoom it in, bring it down, bring it over. Oh, there's the red, so I'm going to make sure the red doesn't show up. I have it right there. And as the whole thing goes in, I'm not seeing my light in there because it's out of the scene and it's gone. And there's my fix right there. I got that light right out of there. Now that is the best way to do it. When you have a solid color, make sure you put it underneath all your clips. So reserve this slot, video slot, for just your solid color at the beginning of your editing. Apply that there, apply it to the whole length of what your video is going to be, and use it there while you're editing. And then when you're done editing, you can just simply click on it and delete it out of there. And it's gone, and you won't have to worry about it. This is just there as a reference, and then you're good to go. So anyway, keeping your video sharp is what you want to do. Notice how that is crisp, clean, sharp, and doing the sharpness application the way I do it is simply the best way to do it. You can just watch this video, you can see the steps that I took, and you'll know exactly what to do to get the best sharpness out of your video, so it doesn't impede on your project and stuff like that, and it'll help you out. Don't use ultra sharpen unless you don't mind spending a lot of time on rendering. The ultra sharpen will work. It'll work kind of fine. You still could see some bunch of moire that you never saw before, but this, the way I do it, helps prevent that, and it also prevents from color bleeding and color falling apart. It doesn't affect your colors or anything like that. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and leave a comment if you have any comments on there, and if there's something else you might want to know, I will come up with a video for it. And until then, thank you for watching.